just to keep myself honest, just to keep myself humble, and just to keep inspiring myself when I sometimes am low on hope. I'm going to tell a story about how my life changed from one day to the next. And that is the story of how I began dating my husband. My husband and I had been friends for a while, and maybe there was a little bit of maybe I like him, maybe he likes me going on. But I'm not gonna lie, I was scared. I hadn't really ever been in a relationship before, and I had told him a few weeks before this that I had just wanted to be friends. And I was really nervous to do that because I didn't know how he would react, but he was totally cool with it. He was like, yeah, just friends. And I ended up going on a trip to Barcelona. And I was like vibing, loving life, visiting my friend, traveling, going to new places, just enjoying the city, everything that I love. And then I kind of crashed when I got back home because that high of traveling, meeting new people, doing things I like kind of came down because I was like, okay, I'm like back here. I don't know what's going to happen when I finish school. I don't know if I'm going to meet someone. Like why can't I meet someone? That kind of been like a theme in my life. So literally, I'm like sitting at home crying. I have a photo of myself crying on my phone, a selfie that I took. I actually wrote a poem on my website that night called What If? Like, what if things don't work out? Usually they do, but what if they don't? What if I don't ever find someone to love? The next day was kind of weird, but divine, you know, because I was going to go out to get a package that was tried to be delivered while I was in Barcelona. Otherwise, I would never have gone out to this particular street at this time of day, whatever. And I met a friend who was going to work. And she asked me what I was doing that night and invited me to go to an art gallery with her. And after I said goodbye to her, I checked my phone to look at the package. And it turns out the package was not at the pickup place anymore. It was on its way back to America. So I said, okay, like I'll just go home. But I already made plans to go out in the evening with my friend. So we went out, and afterwards we were walking back home. We were getting ready to say goodbye, go our separate ways. And I thought, you know what, let me call my friend because I'm kind of feeling nervous about how we left things. I hope things are still okay between us. Like, why don't I call him and see if he wants to meet up? So we ended up meeting up and talking and ended up deciding that we're going to start dating. And I was super scared. Remember, I was super scared because I'd never been in a relationship before. I had a lot of walls up, but this seemed like the right moment to give it a try. And that was almost 4 years ago. And my life changed from one day to the next. In a moment when I really thought this may not happen for me. So I wanted to share that for you and for me because sometimes I need a reminder that your life can change from one day to the next. You just have to keep going. You just have to get to that day. You don't know what day it's going to be. You don't know what person, what opportunity it's going to be. But one day your life will change from one day to the next. Even when you least expect it, usually when you least expect it. So we have to just keep going, keep seeing what's out there. And one day, hopefully, we will find what is meant for us.